And using that, the Chicago Bears, more than any NFL team, will simply look different. They upgraded personnel more than any NFL franchise, almost all of it on offense.
The Chicago Bears completely transformed their roster this past offseason, trading for Keenan Allen, drafting Odunze and Caleb Williams, and so much more. But recent reports have came out that Caleb Williams has been struggling early on in OTAs, and Twitter did not hold back. A troll account posted that he got benched for throwing 7 straight interceptions, and Williams actually responded to this tweet with laughing emojis. So it's probably not a big deal or anything to look into at all, and people will make news out of anything with a guy like this. But there has been some struggles, and 9-year safety Kevin Byard, who joined the Bears in free agency, approached Williams at the end of Thursday's session with feedback after a stretch of inconsistency during the red zone period. I said something to him at the end of practice like, "Keep it going, we're going to keep making you better," Byard said, and not necessarily saying he had a terrible day, but days like this are going to make you better. The Bears defense, which has operated the same system since 2022, got the better end of an offense that is learning a new scheme under first-year offensive coordinator Shane Waldron. "We had a good day," Byard said. "I'm not going to sit here and lie about that, but to be honest, it is to be expected. You have a returning top 15 to top 10 defense, obviously going against a younger rookie quarterback who's getting acclimated and learning things. That's what it's supposed to look like." DJ Moore also noted the expectation of growing pains for Caleb. During several instances in 11-on-11, Williams was late on throws or held onto the ball for too long. With the incompletions and plays that would have resulted in sacks came frustrations over the offense not being able to execute. "It's frustrating, but we also know that we're learning a new system," Moore said. He said he felt the need to relay that reality to Williams. Even with all this going on, the expectations for this young team is still sky high. And honestly, the fans are going to have to recognize that this team is still super young and is going to go through some growing pains. But I still think fans are just pumped that there is finally hype and something to look forward to with this team, because it has been quite some time. In an interview after practice, this is what DJ Moore had to say about all the hype and all the new talent on this roster.
Shoot. We went from, I don't know who was here, to, you got Keenan, Rome, you got Bayless, you got Tyler, and you got endless playmakers in there. Like I said, it's probably going to be a race to 1,000. I don't know who's going to get there first, but it's going to be interesting. I turn everything into a competition with everybody, and I think everybody feeds off of that. Even in the room, we all trying to be the fastest. They all talk about who's the fastest. I'm 27. Them other kids, look at me, I'm calling them kids. They, freaking, my teammates, they like 23 and 24 under. I'm like, listen, I'm done with the talk about who the fastest. Y'all got that. But low-key, I'm the fastest in the room, so.
Are you the favorite to get to 1,000?
I don't know. There's no betting going on. You can't do that.
Yeah, he had some jokes, but you can really just tell the authenticity of the vibes around this team, and they really do think they have as much talent as just about anyone in the league. And you know the saying, iron sharpens iron, and this receiving room is just elite, and them competing with each other is only going to make every single one of them better, and when one of them struggles, the other one will be there to pick them up. Even for Keenan Allen, I know he's coming from a situation where he was able to put up a ton of stats on the Chargers with Justin Herbert, but the Chargers had a bad offensive line, and I think he's going to be able to contribute to winning even more on this team than he ever could over there. I personally really do like the draft pick of Odunze. I know some people questioned it with this team already having DJ Moore and Keenan Allen, but Allen is only under contract for one more season, and with a rookie QB, it's always best to just surround him with as many playmakers as possible, especially if you're thinking about the future beyond just this season, because they can patch up any remaining holes they find in the roster in the following 2025 offseason. The playmakers around Williams is really something we haven't seen the Chicago Bears team have in most people on this earth's lifetime. Really, the Bears have failed to have a competent passing game in my entire lifetime, and even better. Also, I think another player that is going to be a game changer for this team that I haven't heard people talk about enough is DeAndre Swift. The Bears really made him feel wanted, and I just feel like he's going to thrive in this situation since the opposing defense's focus won't really be on him at all. And I just feel like some of the game plans might be so focused on stopping the receivers that he quietly will be able to have quite a few 100+ yard games in the backfield. According to Swift, I was laying down with my phone next to me in the house by myself. I didn't want to be around too many people, kind of gathering my thoughts, just waiting for my agent to let me know something. It didn't take long for Swift to receive the clarity he was seeking. The Bears showed the most interest in him, and he agreed to a 3-year contract.
Why did you want to come to the Bears?
Ultimately, it came down to where I was wanted at the most. I feel like this was the best decision for me, best opportunity. for me with everything that was out there. So I feel like I made the best decision. I'm excited to be here, excited to be a Bear.
Swift joins a Bears running back room that includes 2021 6th-round pick Khalil Herbert and 2023 4th-round selection Rohan Johnson. Last season, Herbert rushed for 611 yards and 2 touchdowns, while Johnson ran for 352 yards and 2 TDs. Now switching over, I want to talk about this defense because this is a unit that very well could make or break the season, and having a good defense definitely will take a lot of pressure off Caleb Williams' shoulders. Like I said, the defense has been giving it to the young offense so far in OTAs, but it wasn't always like that from the start. I ain't gonna lie, the first day, the offense kinda got after us a little bit, safety Kevin Byard said. Williams was making some really good throws, we were in the bubble. He was making some good throws, and I mean some deep passes. During the first 3 OTA practices this week, the Bears defense has displayed the same take no prisoners mentality that fueled the unit's impressive resurgence in 2023. I think that is just a part of their DNA, said first-year defensive coordinator Eric Washington. Definitely, we want to play with an edge. We want to compete like we're the best unit on the field. And that's something you have to back up with how you play, how you study, how you invest, and I really like the spirit and the attitude out there. Last season, the Bears defense ranked number 1 in the NFL against the run after finishing 31st the previous year and increased its interception total from 14 to 22, tied for the most in the league. The improvement was keyed by the mid-season acquisition of defensive end Montez Sweat and the emergence of a talented young secondary. I know I've quoted Byard way too many times in this video, but one final thing he said is we're expecting to be a top defense. Anything less than that is a letdown. And also, just knowing full well that we have a younger quarterback, we have to get off to a fast start. We've got to make sure we're a top defense. That's what we expect, and we talk about that every single day. Also, one more thing that is going to be huge for the Bears this season is that they have the 3rd easiest schedule in the league. They definitely can't overlook any of their opponents, obviously, but if they get into a rhythm, I really do think this team is going to be in playoff contention come week 17 and 18, but only time will tell. That's all I got for this video. Thank you all so much if you made it to this point, and if you enjoyed and haven't yet, I would really appreciate it if you would drop a like and subscribe, because your support truly does mean the world. And also, follow me on Instagram, because I'm starting to post on there every single day. And until next time, I will see you all later.